Morelli is a partner at Jersh Sutherland, which is a specialist insolvency, forensic accounting and business turnaround organisation. Based in the company's Newcastle office, Brad has more than 18 years' experience in the insolvency and restructuring profession and is well regarded for his ability to develop practical solutions for businesses and individuals to manage their financial position. Welcome, Brad. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Holly, for the opportunity to be here.
Could you tell us a little bit about your career path?
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting, I suppose. Look, I'm a Novocassian, born and bred. Did my time at Warners Bay High and then Newcastle Uni, and then didn't really know what I was going to do. I did an accounting degree. Don't hold that against me. But I ended up in Sydney, and after a few months I thought I should probably do something in the accounting industry. I applied for a job with a large firm called Grant Thornton. I was unsuccessful. But 2 weeks later, one of the managers in their insolvency division rang me completely out of the blue. I had no idea what insolvency was, and as it turns out, I got the job, even though I didn't wear a tie to the interview, but was clearly told that I needed to wear one if I did get the job. But anyway, to cut to the chase, from there, I'd basically fallen into insolvency, no idea what it was, but at that particular time, Grant Thornton were the administrators of the Patrick Stevedore's company, so the restructure of the whole waterfront. So that was quite amazing to get thrown into there. I got given a voluntary administration to do, which was trading a magazine called Turf Monthly. I produced 3 issues and then sold the business to some guy in Queensland, and it was just amazing. And from there, it's just snowballed.
What do you believe has shaped your leadership style?
Oh, there's probably a few things that I can say have defined my leadership role. One would be my parents. Having been small business owners, I've seen how hard people work. Secondly, I'd probably say my time whilst I was at uni working in hospitality, definitely people skills and understanding how different people act and the way to deal with people in a lot of situations. And the earlier time my time in insolvency, because that's taught me to be very humble. I mean, you're basically invited into someone's lounge room and they're in financial distress and they basically open their heart to you. It's very humbling.
Brad, what tricks do you have to manage your priorities and your time?
Well, Holly, it's quite interesting. Managing my time has always been a challenge for me, especially these days with emails and mobile phones and people having instant access to you. I suppose the main things would be good support surrounding me, right? So a good team at all levels. And secondly, I've learned over time not to focus on the things that just don't matter at the end of the day, and just trying to cut the smaller things or the relevant things out, and don't waste time on those.
How do you define the difference between a manager and a leader?
Look, Holly, I think it's all about the people. I believe a good leader delegates, provides people with opportunities, empowers people, trusts people, and doesn't micromanage.
And to finish today, Brad, what local business person do you find inspiring?
Well, I'm going to say one of my business partners, Stuart Free. I think he's got his work-life balance pretty well sorted, or as close to sorted as can possibly be in this day and age. He's quite a caring, compassionate person with his family, and the way he deals with people who are experiencing financial distress. He's probably one of the most compassionate insolvency practitioners I've ever met or know of. He's supportive of local charities and events, and particularly, I suppose, his efforts in Vanuatu, which I'm sure a lot of people will be familiar with, the support of the schools and the hospitals, his frequent trips over there. He supported the Vanuatu Surfing Association, and in particularly the opportunity he gives to young kids over in Vanuatu to come to Australia, and particularly Newcastle, to compete in Surfest. Right, some of these people have never been off the island and experienced a big city.
Thank you so much for your time today, Brad. We really appreciate it.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Holly.